kanina, para naman pong ginisa uli sa sariling mantika si Juan. Wala na nga ang tubig, pagbabayarin pa ng buwis. Ang iniisip ko po rito, Mr. President, kung ang nagbayad sana ng mga buwis ay ang korporasyon, meron pa sanang pera si Juan na panggastos at pambili ngayong Pasko. The 4.8 billion income tax is enough to construct 4,800 classrooms, 12,000 socialized housing units, and it could fund the additional conditional cash transfers for more than 300,000 families under the 4Ps. Ang dami pa pong katumbas yan, Mr. President. As a result, these concessionaires have become tax havens. In the normal course of business, the income is distributed to the stockholders is supposed to be taxed twice before it is distributed. First, 30% corporate income tax. Second, 10% passive income tax on dividends. With the application of the provisions of the concession agreement, Maynilad and Manila Water are not ultimately burdened by the 30% corporate income tax. Even though they are paying for it, taxes are still being shifted to the poor consumers by including it in their bills. It is estimated that 3.1 billion corporate taxes has been shouldered by the consumers. When you look at this different perspective, Mr. President, these concessionaires are actually earning substantially more than the local government they serve, including Navotas, whose congressman is present here. For 2018, Maynilad reported before tax 10.3 billion, while the LGUs they serve, Caloocan and Pasay City, only earn 2.2 billion and 2.1 billion respectively. Parañaque earned 877 million, Muntinlupa 1.6 billion, Bacoor, the birthplace of one of our colleagues here, 732 million, all inclusive already of their shares from the internal...